The DASH scan is a full-body MRI designed for advanced health screening. This dynamic approach provides exceptionally sharp images across multiple organ systems, helping to detect potential concerns early. With minimal radiation and no invasive procedures, the DASH scan offers a safe, comprehensive look at your health. Plus, results are delivered faster than ever, giving both patients and physicians confidence in screening and diagnosis. Your health is too important to wait. Schedule your DASH scan today at Advanced Medical Imaging. Visit amimaging.com or call 402-484-6677 to learn more.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus. Garage doors and more.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. Early break.
Get run over, something's going to happen. But as you got closer to him, you saw he was wearing a big smile. And I thought, he's got this totally under control. my whole opinion changed of the situation. It did. I thought, there's this crazy guy out in the middle of the road. He's got to get this figured out. And then when I saw his smile, I was like, oh no, he's got everything figured out. He's got it all figured out. I mean,
with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Bush from 6 to 9 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me short. Look at me short. I'm the captain now.
3-time national champion Vershan Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershan Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown.
Husker Hall of Famer Terrell Farley.
Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror, number 43.
And Jake Bockoven. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
Yeah, 93.7 The Ticket is the Captain Show. We got the legend DP in the building with us. I'm with Bach and
the boss.
93.7. Listen, fastest 2 hours in radio. Nebraska gets a 2026 commit in a linebacker. I'm glad you're in here, DP. Give me your thoughts on Jace. Give me your thoughts on this linebacker commit. Jace Reynolds from Elkhorn North, 6'2", listed at 206, probably more like 195.
I have made it clear that when it comes to the recruiting commitments, etc., I asked this question. First things first, congratulations. Second thing, they're going to help you beat Iowa in November?
That's a great question. I mean, here's the other schools.
Yeah.
Air Force.
Yeah.
K-State.
Yeah.
Lindenwood.
Yep.
Navy.
Discipline, smart, athletic. Check those boxes for those things. I've sent, I think when I finally moved to Lincoln, I think the number of athletes, student athletes, scholar athletes that I sent to the military academies finished at 23. 23 especially over the last decade. So understanding what it takes to get people in the Air Force Academy, West Point, Naval Academy, yeah, those are dudes I can roll with.
Do they help you win the Big Ten?
Would they help you win the Big Ten?
The real question is 2026 kid, linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
We lose 3-4 linebackers after this year.
Mm-hmm.
Do they help you to the next level coming that you're going to be a little light at linebacker. You have no proven after Javen Wright and all these other guys get up out of here. You won't have anything proven. So the question is he good enough, or is he a guy that's going to have to be redshirted? And he counts towards the 105.
Well, I mean, here's the new game in college athletics is you don't have to wait. Matter of fact, you shouldn't wait. Urgency is at the top of the pyramid.
To play.
Urgency. You got to win now. I can't put little bro out there against man in them. Like I can't. Okay. Like we can count one or two lightweight guys who can go and play as a freshman and help Nebraska beat Ohio State, Michigan, Iowa, Wisconsin, USC, Oregon, Washington. So that being said, recruiting has changed. The game has changed. So then you have different discussions. And yes, you want to be able to keep, acquire, and develop local talent.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, absolutely. Bravo. That's why first things first, congratulations. But next year's roster will evolve again under new rules, new circumstances, and maybe a new direction, maybe a new leadership in that, hey, maybe I need 4 athletes. Maybe I need 4 run and hit guys. Remember that run and hit?
Mm-hmm.
We need 4 run and hit guys. Oh, we need 4 IQ guys. Oh, no, we need 4 high motor guys. No, we need 4 high IQ guys. That changes from year to year based on, who wins the Big Ten this year? That's who sets the tempo for the following year.
Sure.
So we don't know what that looks like. We can imagine that maybe Ohio State once again sets the precedent. Maybe Michigan's in the conversation again. Probably Oregon and all of their speed and the way they're going to play in the Big Ten will change some things. Nebraska will have to figure out who it is. And if you tell me that you're going with high IQ, high motor, high character guys, as a coach, I can get on board. Sure. I can get on board because
but that's not the question, though, DP. The question is this a guy that can help you in the future? Because it's about win now. It's not about redshirt you, sit you 2-3 years and see what happens later on down the line. He looks to me like that type of guy, which I think is the best blueprint at winning. Is you take a guy like this, you sit him down for 2 years, you develop him, and then he plays 3,
I like
4,
the plan.
and 5.
I like the plan. I mean, there's a Vershan Jackson playbook to that. Like there's right. Look, you were not. You were not the same Vershan Jackson in year 3 as you were in year 1
at all.
Right. So we understand that, and that's been a big part of the Nebraska culture. Was that development still has to be a part of what we do, just from an emotionally vested standpoint. Nebraska fans want to be connected to the people who play here, and this is a local kid who's in the space. I think he can grow into. We don't know, so we can't say we know he's going to be a Big Ten, all Big Ten performer. We don't know that about anybody that walks in the door. We hope that we look at it and go, I think we see it. But the reality is the linebacker position will be filled every year, brand new, based on pieces and parts and mission. So talent-wise, yes.
To me, if you do it that way, you're always going to be behind the 8 ball. You're always going to be trying to teach a guy a new concept that you hope that he can pick up and play lights out. And I just think that you got to get back to where we need to be at from a linebacker's perspective. You're going to have to develop them young men into the dogs that you want them to be. And you might have to pick the smart, discipline, smart, discipline.
Look, we got to go back to the days and look, I need to teach you how John Wooden said, I got to teach you how to tie shoes. I got to teach you how to put socks on. I got to teach you, because that's the only way I make sure it's done right. Right? I can't assume nothing was taught in high school. Right? No, we can't assume that.
No.
I would ask Bach this because I think Bach provides the perspective in a different way that if I said Nebraska was working in recruiting for long-term goals or short-term wins, which way, as a Husker fanatic, how do you want this to work? Would you rather see 2 all Southern Conference linebackers be brought in the transfer portal who have played, 22 games, and at least now they got some grown man muscle and got a grown man face, right? Playing in the Big Ten, taking on Big Ten running backs. Or do you want to develop Nebraska kids or young kids and then take your chance that you can compete with those organizations?
Oh, and a lot of it has to do with the NIL that's available for you, right? This is because you might be able to buy more high school kids than you can, the kids in the portal. But I think a healthy blend is probably the right answer, and that's what Nebraska's kind of went to. Obviously, different schools. Colorado's all the way in, kind of in the transfer portal. They'll take a few high school kids, but they only take them if they think they can play that year, not to develop down the line. There's some positions you're likely going to need development in. So it's interesting to see kind of the way they do it, and it's particularly interesting to see where like the in-state talent is being evaluated here compared to Iowa State, right, or around the country, where Iowa State has, according to 24/7, 6 of the top 10 guys in the state of Nebraska. Nebraska's offered 3 of the top 10 guys that 24/7 has listed. So it's just it appears that Nebraska is slow playing kind of high school players and then attacking the portal, which is what we kind of saw this last year.
Can I ask you a question, VJ?
Yeah, but if I'm Vincent Shavers and you go out and get Derek Pearson from Alabama, I've been here 2 years, and you telling me that this dude getting ready to come play him, you're going to start him in front of me day one.
You had 2 years to own the job.
Hey, man.
You had 2 years. You had 2 years. Here's the part that tickles me.
That'd be a tough pill for me to swallow. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Here's the part that tickles me, right? When we say that On3 says that this is the talent pool, this is how it registered and how it ranks out.
I take no measure in that.
Can I say?
I take no measure in that.
Listen,
who is on 3? You gotta figure out who the coaches are that do the evaluation. Who is doing these evaluations?
Bruh, take me to the On3 studios and break down zone read Tampa 2. Give me.
Well, the problem is, to back them up, is that the people that do it professionally don't get it right half the time. I mean, that's how hard this is. Even your recruiting classes you go through, your job's literally on the line. Half the class doesn't hit.
Hey, Bach, it's not hard. People win every year. People get it right every year. There are people who actually get it right. And here's my thing. Accountability and urgency matter. Right, VJ? Like, if I say to you, Bach, I need for you to trust me. I'm going to bring in 2 radio hosts that you don't know. And I'm going to just throw you in here and you go, well, DP co-signed them. So, okay, they got to know what they're doing. And then you turn on that on switch and bruh, it is dead air and bad takes. Guess what? You ain't going to trust me anymore. I can go through here. If I take VJ's name and I drag it through the mud, VJ won't trust me with his name anymore. Like this game, you can go through and evaluate talent, or you can be sure that you know how to develop talent. And if I say to you, Vershan, I need the best meal I've had in 10 days. Where he goes shopping tells me everything. Because he's not going to put his name on it, and he's not going to serve me trash. Because I asked him specifically, give me something good. Give me the best you got.
Mm-hmm.
That, when a college coach came to my school and asked me about a player, no player gets me to lie for him. And no player gets me to say, Jake Bockoven is not only is a 3-point shooter, but he's a D1 Power 5 ball handler. Oh, Bach, is that fair to you?
No.
Right?
Yeah.
Like it's the thing. So VJ, I think in the recruiting game and the aspect of it, I trust people who develop in full. Because
how many we've been here, and again, I'm just talking through this, okay?
You can't be wrong.
I'm talking through this. How many linebackers have we recruited in the last 3 years?
And kept? That part.
No. Okay, I'm taking a step further. And played. Name one linebacker that we've recruited in 2.5, 3 years that has starred and played here.
Ernest Hausman did for a second.
You got to go all the way 4 years ago to pull up an Ernest Hausman.
Wait a minute, where? What's that cricket sound?
Yeah,
chirp.
That's my point. So then, is it truly development, or is it recruiting? What is it really? Because at the end of the day, if you go into the transfer portal, because I feel that's what we've done, and we went and got a couple of linebackers out of the transfer portal, right? So they're supposed to be starters, correct?
You would hope.
That's all I'm saying.
You would hope.
That's all I'm saying.
You would hope. I like the idea. I like the idea that it's all those things, right? That you're able to assess talent on your own. Like VJ, if I ask VJ, go find me a blocking fullback, right? And he says, I got two. Me and Euler got you covered, right? And here's why. Okay. Then from the development standpoint, I could put Bach, Austin, Nick in that room, and it'll be a competent room. But if I flip it and go, VJ, I need you to turn Austin and Nick into fullbacks. I'm asking you to do a lot.
Yeah.
Even if they're good folks, good heart, good character, good integrity.
They might not want that action.
Hey,
when that linebacker come up in there with his head down,
that work.
Might not want to stop it.
That work. And here's my thing. I always cheer when you reach an agreement, when a young person of talent, and they're all talented. Nobody's getting recruited without talent. And the university and the program decide that mutually they want to go forward together. That's what this means. Like they got on the same page, right? They found each other, they got on the same page, and they decided to move forward. But at heart, I'm a high school coach. I didn't get to recruit. If you brought me 3 eggs in the neighborhood, that's what I had to make a meal with. And it had to be good, that meal. Didn't matter whether, you know what? I can't say to the family of the school I'm in, hey, y'all need to make me some bigger athletes. What is going on here? Hey, where are all the 7-footers at in this neighborhood? Where are all the 4'4", 5, 40 dudes in this neighborhood? No, those parents have the same demand that we win that year. So urgency matters. Development matters. Your ability to take, whether it's Vershan, Bach, Nick, Austin, Jackson, or otherwise, I have to be able to make it work. I have to make it efficient. I have to make it productive. Because the people who are listening don't care. Hey, man, give me good radio. They don't care. Give me good football. Give me good basketball. Give me good baseball. Give me good volleyball. Give me good wrestling. Because Mark Manning ain't making no excuses. He don't have the biggest checkbook. He's not making excuses.
Yep.
Paul Klemper ain't making excuses. He would love another $100,000 to go get a bowler to win him another national title. Their excuses, they're way make. What the gospel say? They're way makers and excuse makers. Make a way. Make a way.
I'm looking at. Listen, I'm looking at the Division One.
There you go. You had to look on your face.
I'm looking at Division One commits. I have to.
Right.
I have to.
Yeah.
Right? From Nebraska. Okay. And this is Iowa State. So I want to get your advice on this, or what's your expertise? Why would Iowa State come in and offer the other guy, Barry Fries, who is 6'3", 225, that plays on the other side of this kid at Elkhorn North? Why would they offer him a scholarship, which he's committed? Tyler Chatham, Lincoln North Star, 6'2", 170, defensive back. Amarion Jackson, 6'2", 185, wide receiver. These are all Iowa State commits. Kean Kaiser, Sydney, 6'4", 200 linebacker. Caprice Keith, probably the best player in the state of Nebraska, even though he's got 2 years right now. Jet Tamala, the great Miller South quarterback, 6'5", 205. All Iowa State commits, by the way. Marius Purified II, which I don't know why we're not looking at this kid. This kid is a phenom. He's 6'4", 6'5", 180, but whatever. Jermaine Green from Bellevue West. I don't know much about that kid. Here's my question. Why does Iowa State have more recruits than Nebraska at this junction than the guys in the state?
From Nebraska.
Yes.
From Nebraska.
Yes.
Bot, give me yours, and I'll give you a response after.
Well, I'll give you what Matt Rule basically said, which is that a Big 12 offer does not equal a Big 10 offer these days. That and he didn't want to call out the school. He's worried about showing up on Twitter. But if you read between the lines, it's clearly what's happening. 6 kids committed to Iowa State through, in the state of Nebraska. So that's what he's saying. You look at each of them, again, none of them have offers from Nebraska. So what Matt Rule has done as a part of this kind of going into the transfer portal era is that you're going to take less high school kids, and it seems like they're swinging at higher end high school kids nationally and less focus on keeping the local kids local. So, and that is...
Well, you can't say that because we just got Jace. You can't say that.
That's one.
He's a 3-star.
6 Iowa State.
He's a 3-star. Stop it. He's a 3-star. He ain't a 4-star. He's not like with the tight end. You can't put him in that conversation. He's a 3-star. So we hanging our hat on the 3-star?
Yeah.
From the state?
Well, okay. So
not that can't play here.
So let me ask you, VJ, what star would you have been coming out of high school? Your senior
3-star.
3-star, right?
Yeah.
Right?
At best.
Right? And you knew some 4-stars who couldn't carry your lunch bag.
Sure.
Right? You absolutely knew, because on 4, on 5, and on 6 said he was a better football player. Not knowing, again, that there's no star system for heart, character, IQ, want to.
I'd agree.
There's no star for that. Then the fact that you absolutely love this program, right? So would I rather have the 3-star that wants everything that I want?
Yes.
Or the 4-star who says, I'm not really loyal to Nebraska like that?
Anybody that's from Nebraska,
right,
more than likely,
right? You're not wrong. Like, he's
loyal.
Not wrong in that. And then the other side of it is, Vershan himself would take 3rd-year Vershan over 1st-year Vershan.
Sure.
So if you're trying to beat Oklahoma and Colorado and back in the day, right, you would much rather have 3rd-year Vershan. It just depended on what Coach Osborne wanted and what he had set as his plan.
Yeah.
And you're not, and I think I have a sneaky suspicion.
3rd-year Vershan, the only reason why I got a scholarship to play for the University of Nebraska because Scott Frost went to Stanford.
Well, but
I was going to Iowa.
You almost went to Iowa.
I was going. That was my home.
Right.
Until Scott said, you know what, Nebraska, we'll see you on the flip side.
He said he wasn't loyal to Nebraska.
That
he
part.
Told you.
That part. When he left, he told you he wasn't loyal. Listen, 93.7 The Ticket, fastest 2 hours in radio. GM in the building. We'll be right back.
Roses are red, violets are blue. You should treat mom to some barbecue. At Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, we think award-winning moms deserve award-winning barbecue without having to lift a finger. We invite you and your family to gather around our table on Mother's Day for Hog Wild's slow smoke favorites, or place an order to go online at gohogwild.com for a spring picnic where mom is the guest of honor. We look forward to seeing you this Mother's Day. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Take control of your health with the DASH scan at Advanced Medical Imaging. The DASH scan is a full-body MRI designed for advanced health screening. This dynamic approach provides exceptionally sharp images across multiple organ systems, helping to detect potential concerns early. With minimal radiation and no invasive procedures, the DASH scan offers a safe, comprehensive look at your health. Plus, results are delivered faster than ever, giving both patients and physicians confidence in screening and diagnosis. Your health is too important to wait. Schedule your DASH scan today at Advanced Medical Imaging. Visit amimaging.com or call 402-484-6677 to learn more.
At Planet Fitness, we're declaring it. This is the year of getting stronger, and you can get started now by saving when you join today. We have all the best-in-class equipment you could ever need, and you can work out your way on your time at any convenient location near you. Most open 24 hours. So let's do this. Join Planet Fitness today and save. Just $1 down, $15 a month.
Find your nearest club and join today. Deal ends Friday, May 16th.
See Home Club for details.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks. Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Midwest Bank is now hiring in Lincoln. They have multiple banking positions open and are looking for dynamic individuals passionate about helping others and building relationships. With a family-friendly culture, competitive benefits, and unique perks, Midwest Bank is a great place to start a new career. Apply today at midwest.bank. Midwest Bank is an equal opportunity employer, member FDIC. Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call today at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Are you a fan of local wine, craft beer, cider, or spirits? Don't miss SIP Nebraska's 12th anniversary celebration May 9th and 10th at Mahoney State Park and join others who share your passion for great drinks. Enjoy unlimited tastings, live music, delicious food, artisans, and lawn games as you celebrate Nebraska's vibrant beverage industry. And when you find one you love, you can buy a bottle to take home. Choose your ticket package at sipnebraska.com. The SIP Nebraska Spring Festival, a Blur event, May 9th and 10th at Mahoney State Park in Ashland. This is it, Husker fans, your final chance to see Nebraska baseball at home this season. It starts Tuesday, May 6th with a huge rivalry matchup against Creighton. Then it's a Big Ten showdown as the Huskers host Michigan May 9th through 11th. Every game matters and your support can make the difference. Great seats are still available, but they're going fast. Get your tickets today at huskers.com/tickets or by calling 1-800-8-BIG-RED.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday. You lost Wednesday. You're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Back with Vershan Jackson, powered by Bauer. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to the Captain Show, fastest 2 hours in radio. So we were talking Iowa State, recruits, this, that, and the third. Hopefully young Jace will come in and do what he's got to do for us and develop into the guy he needs to be so we can win some real games.
Yes, sir.
So we can beat the Ohio State.
Yes, sir.
With that being said, Iowa State, the same Iowa State team. And my question is, Bach DP, do you guys think that it will have an impact on, come on. Let me NCAA disciplines 5 Iowa State staffers for sports gambling.
What?
Yes. Football.
What?
Wait.
Say it ain't so.
Wait.
No way. No way. I rebuke thee. I rebuke thee, truth.
He had 5 football support staff members. Bet members so they basically bet. These are current staffers, by the way.
Uh-huh.
Okay. 6,200 online bets. Boy. Totaling more than $100,000 on professional and college games, including men's and women's basketball games involving the Cyclone.
Let me. Hey, Bach, let's do some math. Can you get your calculator real quick, Bach?
Yeah.
Get your calculator on the phone. Right now, remember, these are collegiate. These are Power 5 staffers.
So you want to go to Iowa State?
Making 6 figures. Yeah. Six figures. And hey, they're supposed to win Power 5 football game. Focus, drive, ambition, purpose. Right? Lock up. You got time for 6,200 bets. Now,
6,200.
6,200.
What is that? We're talking 365 days.
No, but
in 1 year.
But it's condensed because it's only within the 3-month time frame. So within 3 months, so you're talking about 2,100 bets a month by people who are employed to produce the best in young people and to get positive results. Exactly when do you sleep and when do you coach? What are you doing?
Okay, so my question is what's a 1 year self-imposed 1 year show clause? What is that? What is that?
That means that they can
show
check
cause order.
They can check any particular vettable action by those coaches in that program. So if they get another report, then I can. Hey, Vershan, I
thought that was the death penalty.
No.
For betting on games that you're involved in?
Listen, Bach, how many bets is that? So 2,100 a month, and this is only on the week. Like you would imagine, because you can't bet every day. You shouldn't.
I think they do.
How many bets a week is that?
So 6,200.
By let's make it 20 weeks.
Okay.
No, it's over a 2 year span.
Yeah. Okay. So,
it's over a year and a half span. So make it
18 months.
365 or you win days. You go in months.
Yeah,
So 50,
I'll go 8 months.
Go with 50. Go with 50. 60 weeks. 60 months. Go 60 months.
You were busy, bro. You putting in 50 bets.
60 months is like 5 years.
I know it is, but that just goes to show you.
In season, because
go ahead.
Because they're not betting bowling. They're not betting swimming and diving.
I see what you're saying, but go ahead,
right?
Bach. I see what you're saying. Go ahead, go 24 months then. Go 2 years. Just give us 24 months divided, 6,200 divided by 24 months worth of time.
So that's 258 bets a month.
Oh, God.
You figure by about 30 days, it's 8.6, close to 9 bets.
Hey, honey, what are you doing? Hey, babe. I'm on film. I'm watching film. Hey, Vershan. Hey, I'm recruiting. Hey, Vershan. I'm watching film study. I'm pre-gaming for next week. Hey, Vershan.
200 on Purdue.
And you gotta watch out for these sons of defensive coordinators. This was yet another. John Heacock was part of it. Is the son of John Heacock is the defensive coordinator. But the son, was part of it too. So.
Yeah, but think about that for a second, though.
Okay, so can I ask what's worse, Michigan or Iowa State?
We ain't got to Michigan yet. I haven't even got there yet.
Right, like I'm trying to understand. But for sure, okay. So, but this is the part they miss, and so I'll ask you both these questions in order. Bach, as a fan, let's say you're a Cyclone fan, and your taxes go to pay these 5 staffers 6 figures a year.
They putting in 10, 20 bets a day.
Bach, what is your immediate reaction to that?
It's just a lot of time not spent on improving your program, right? And looking for money.
My eyeballs hurt. My eyeballs hurt. I watched too much film. My eyeballs is hurting.
Boy, Vershan, you are a player at Iowa State, and you find out that you're
I be trying to get in the transfer portal, man. I be trying to get out of there because it could end real bad.
That
could
part,
end bad.
See, we blame so much. We blame so much on the young people without ever looking at it and just go, wait a minute. Every bit of culture is either coached or allowed. It absolutely.
Let me read this to your point.
Yeah.
Let me read this real quick. Hold on a second. Oh, man, we about to have some fun today. The NCAA classified the violations as a level 2 for the individuals involved, meaning the breaches could compromise the integrity of the NCAA collegiate model.
And the brand. What they were saying was the brand.
Wow.
Because here we are.
And they didn't get the death penalty.
Here we are. So over 3 years, right? Whatever, 2 years, 3 years, whatever it was. Here's the thing about as the game evolves and as the business of the game evolves, right? Because we're talking about football and then the business of collegiate football, that you're asking everyone for more money. You're asking everybody for more money for a better product. Right? And if imagine being Iowa State and saying, we need better coaches.
Right.
Wait a minute. You have enough money to remove 5 of your Vegas Petes and put 2 people of quality in place. Like you're asking for more money so you can go bet?
It gets better, DP.
I know it does.
Heacock, the son of defensive coordinator John Heacock, was a football graduate assistant 21 and 22. He was hired back as director of football analytics April 24th. His biography on ISU's athletic website did not mention where or if he worked in 23 or 24. He was found to have placed 787 bets, totaling $55,439.
So here's Bach. If you're gonna play fantasy football, how much time do you spend on picking your team that week?
Oh, it does. It takes some time.
Give me a text line. How much time do you spend on your fantasy?
People do different.
On your fantasy, just let's say you're on Draft Queens, right? How much time do you spend on the $5 bet, $10 bet, $15, $20 bet? And then how much time do you spend on the bigger bet? And then what happens, because you have to track that bet, you had to invest in the bet before, right? So this is money that put in, time that was put in. And then we have a full understanding that nobody just one-offs a bet.
Well, who's the bookie?
Well,
the bookie had to be inside the joint.
Well,
the bookie had to be inside the building.
The bookie told everything.
Whoa.
The bookie told everything.
Wow.
And here's the thing, right? If you tell me that a Power 5 coach has time to just put that sort of energy into this thing,
right?
You have been not only betting money and wagering, you have been stealing money.
Ooh.
You have been stealing money from those kids because you're affecting their value. You're stealing money from the program. You're stealing money from the university, and you're stealing money from the community. Right? If you tell me that you did all those things, and here's the other part. Who's in charge? Who hired 5 dudes? If it was one dude, whoever hired would be of issue. There are 5. That is a culture.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody on the inside was the bookie. That's how I was getting it. Man, these dudes ain't got time to sneeze over there at the university. The side guys, let alone the coaches, but the side guys don't have time to sneeze. So to me, that seems like they had a big deal going. Anytime you can bet that type of money on that type of games, that is a part of the culture.
Well, and sports betting is accessible now for many across the country, so part of it's not the problem.
At the casino.
Big Bird,
right.
Big Bird, you are hilarious. I don't even think you realize how funny that text is. Big Bird says it would be smart for them to bet the games of the team they're scouting and studying. Well, here's the thing, but they weren't winning.
Well, Iowa State was winning.
No. The bettors
weren't winning.
Oh, the bettors weren't winning.
The bettors weren't winning. The people who are scouting their opponents weren't winning the bets.
So like David from Reno says online gambling is legal in Iowa. That's my point. I'm not so troubled by online gambling. It's more betting on your own team, right? That's where the inside information comes in. That's where it can get kind of tricky.
But no, wait. I could have sworn now, unless they changed the rules. When I was working for the University of Nebraska, you could not gamble on any game.
Right.
If you're an employee of in college, you are not to be gambling on games. That's how it was told to me. Unless it's changed.
I'll give an advantage. I'll give a perspective that if you are the corner man or manager or trainer for a fighter in the UFC, the easiest way for you to get removed from that is to bet on your fighters, pro or con.
Yeah.
If you tell me that an institution of higher standards, and remember, the coaches are the standard setter. Those are the North Stars. This is the best of the best of the best of the best. And if you're choosing one person, let alone 5 people, who are betting while a member of your program and organization, you have a problem.
That's what I thought. I would have thought they would have got fired.
As a high school coach, if my athletic director found out I was betting on sports, I would have been fired.
That's what I thought.
I would have been fired.
That's what I thought.
And I can speak that from 8 different schools across the country. So I don't know what Nebraska's doing. I don't know what Iowa State's doing. I don't know what Alabama's doing. But what I would ask you, Bach, sir, your favorite team. Okay, let's just say it's the Arizona Cardinals for the sake of conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you find out that the Arizona Cardinals assistants, 5 of them, are betting on football, college or pro, and they're 5-13.
Sounds about right.
What say you, Jake Bockoven, about your willingness to invest emotionally and financially in that organization?
Yeah, it would make you quite frustrated.
Yeah.
That's
right.
But I got bad news for you, by the way, DP. So some of these guys, we now know the updates on where they are now. One is an assistant equipment manager for the Detroit Lions. One is now a head equipment manager at Valparaiso. Surprisingly,
got him out of there.
One was able to, despite placing 509 bets totaling $6,365 and 8 bets on ISU men's and women's basketball, is now Army's assistant director of football operations. That's kind of a surprise to me.
I would imagine that might change with the release of this information.
It might. There are, by the way, they could get a 1-year show cause. Anybody involved in this?
I would imagine that West Point found this information a little bit intriguing. Because, I don't know, the creator of America's Best may have issue with this.
Well, here. Do you guys realize what Iowa State's record was last year?
Yeah, we played for the Big 12 title.
Yeah, 11-3.
Yeah.
They're 11-3.
Could have been 13-1.
It could have been. Obviously, if they're in our backyard recruiting our top 5 guys, and they was 11-3.
Well, it don't mean they're playing. Don't mean they helped them win.
Hey, I didn't say, but there's some Omaha kids on that Iowa State football team.
Sometimes back in the day, I would go to the club, and I would dance with a young lady just so she didn't dance with my right.
Oh my God! I'll be waiting in line too. Wait. You done, DP? It's my turn. 93.7 the ticket. We'll be right back.
Your new Total Wine in Lincoln has the largest selection of wines, spirits, and beers, plus totally low prices and friendly service from our helpful guides. With over 8,000 wines, 4,500 spirits, and 2,500 beers, you're sure to find your favorites and something new. You can even order delivery, in-store, or curbside pickup. Find what you love what you find, only at Total Wine & More. Now open in Lincoln next to Gateway Mall.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Grandma and Grandpa, Mom and Dad, then the kids, and now the grandkids. Judson Irrigation has provided lawn sprinkler system design, installation, repair, and service to 4 generations. They're just like members of the family. Loyalty, trust, service. It's what you deserve and expect from Judson Irrigation.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Get ready for the largest dirt late model event in Nebraska, race fans. The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is heading to Eagle Raceway's High Bank Heist on Thursday, May 15th through Saturday, May 17th. See the greatest dirt late model stars in the country compete for $10,000 to win on both Thursday and Friday, and an enormous $50,000 to win 75-lap main event on Saturday. The High Bank Heist, May 15th through May 17th at Eagle Raceway. For more info, visit eagleraceway.com. Let's go Lucas Oil Late Model Racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Cobble Chevrolet GMC, and they're having the biggest hail sale they've ever had. A huge opportunity is at your front door right now. Some of these cars we're fixing, some we're not, and some it's totally up to you. New Sierra starting at $15,000 off list. New Canyons at $8,500 off list. New body styles on the Acadias, $3,000 off list. You need to hurry as there's going to be a lot of people heading to Louisville. Check us out at cobblecars.com. Stock numbers G121492, G187747, and G196599.
In every office, there's 2 types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday. You lost Wednesday. You're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
This is it, Husker fans, your final chance to see Nebraska baseball at home this season. It starts Tuesday, May 6th with a huge rivalry matchup against Creighton. Then it's a Big Ten showdown as the Huskers host Michigan May 9th through 11th. Every game matters and your support can make the difference. Great seats are still available, but they're going fast. Get your tickets today at huskers.com/tickets or by calling 1-800-8-BIG-RED. Are you a fan of local wine, craft beer, cider, or spirits? Don't miss SIP Nebraska's 12th anniversary celebration May 9th and 10th at Mahoney State Park and join others who share your passion for great drinks. Enjoy unlimited tastings, live music, delicious food, artisans, and lawn games as you celebrate Nebraska's vibrant beverage industry. And when you find one you love, you can buy a bottle to take home. Choose your ticket package at sipnebraska.com. The SIP Nebraska Spring Festival, a Blur event, May 9th and 10th at Mahoney State Park in Ashland.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call today at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started. Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus. Garage doors and more.
Load up on meat and more this spring at The Mercado by Certified Piedmontese with great selections of T-bones, tomahawks, ribeyes, filet mignon, brisket, sirloin, and so much more. The Mercado has locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, where you can have $2 draft beer every Thursday night from 4 to 8 p.m. and half-price espresso drinks on Fridays from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Get to The Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Back with Vershan Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Yes, we are back, and we are powered
by
Bauer.
Infrastructure.
Bauer.
Underground.
I
was going to do the last one. I always do the last one. I always do the
It's a test, DP. It was only a test.
I always do that. I thought he was going to step in.
Okay, so wait. So we've been talking about this Iowa State tobacco.
Uh-huh.
And then you hear about the Michigan. How is the coach paying for the sins of the other coach?
Because he sinned too.
He was a big part of it.
He sinned too.
Yeah, but didn't they punish?
How do you think he became the head coach?
Didn't they punish?
Hey, VJ. Hey, VJ. If you got two sons and the oldest one break the house rules, break the neighborhood rules, break the community rules, and you punish him to the point where you got to go live on your own, son. Who steps up?
Younger son.
What are the odds younger son?
Nah, it's not a good odds, but you hope.
Hey, if you didn't go get a new babysitter,
you'd hope.
You went and got exactly what you got. And you knew the one, Bob, your head coach on TV crying.
Does that hamstring them against us?
I love him. I love my coach. I love my coach so much.
So more suspension ties back to allegations that he deleted a thread of 52 text messages with Connor Stallions. The alleged deletions came in October 23. Just coincidentally, on the same day that media reports revealed Stallions was leading an effort to capture the play calling signals of future opponents.
So he's an honest man.
They're all honest.
Captain Shortcut.
They're all honest.
Captain Shortcut.
Michigan's an honest program. They do things the right way.
We're going to change the Michigan helmet. We're going to put two fingers crossed. What you need to do is have the Michigan M and have the two fingers behind the jersey.
Does that change? Does that change the ball game here? Does that change how that looks?
Can.
How?
Because your head coach not there. That's how. He's suspended. He's suspended. DP, you suspended for the next 2 weeks.
Go ahead.
You suspended.
Go ahead.
You suspended the next 2 weeks.
Y'all gonna do
now you tell me that you can suspend. Matter of fact, hold up. No, you ain't suspended the next 2 weeks. We're gonna wait. We're gonna suspend you for Big Ten championship.
No.
You suspended for that.
Here's what I did if I'm Michigan. In this scenario, I'm Michigan. Hey, I'm going to suspend myself, and I'm not going to work any of the next 2 Saturdays and Sundays.
Why Nebraska?
I'm not going to work at night, Vershan, as a punishment
To yourself.
I'm not going to work on
I'm not going to work.
I'm not going to work at night.
That's what I'm saying. How you gonna punish yourself? How you get to punish yourself? And why those two? Why Nebraska game?
Because
why Nebraska?
I own the building.
Oh,
I pay all the bills. I am the North Star. I got a
Nebraska.
I got a shiny ring.
Nebraska game.
So the structure of the penalty coming in the third and fourth games of the season, which include the Nebraska game, gives Moore a chance to coach at Oklahoma, where he played offensive guard during 2006 and 2007 season. So while they're punishing him, they don't want to punish him so hard that he doesn't get to go back to Norman and coach in a game.
I'm confused. You confused me.
So instead of being suspended game 1 and game 2 for them is Oklahoma.
Oh,
Sharon Moore played at Oklahoma. He doesn't want to miss that game, so Nebraska
You're
is
right,
the one they
DP.
follow.
You're right. He did this to himself.
I'm going to
that
have to
himself.
suffer.
That's disrespectful that he would pick us over Oklahoma or any other of the games. He would pick us.
It is surprising to choose a Big Ten game rather than a non-con game.
On the road. On the road, mind you. This is not a Big Ten game. We go to them. They come to us.
I don't want to go to Nebraska. He said, I don't want to go to Lincoln anyway.
Yeah, because you're going to lose.
You're going to hear about it.
You're going to lose.
I hope they lose.
I hope so, too.
I hope they go over, but that's just me.
I doubt that. They did a good job in recruiting.
Here's the thing.
Despite the stuff.
I am not Jake Bockoven. Jake Bockoven, as a pro wrestling fan, likes to root for the heel.
That's correct.
I'm not that dude. I can't root for heel Michigan. Because this is bad heel Michigan.
This is bad.
This is bad heel Michigan.
But they got the top belt.
This isn't cute Triple H heel. This isn't RKO heel where it's slightly intriguing and definitely interesting. This is not DX heel. This is, you're the worst heel. Shame on NCAA, if you have any, and since we're on the wrestling tip, testicular fortitude.
There you go.
You will show up and correct this Michigan thing. Otherwise, stay in your corner, stay on your tiny chair with your dunce hat, because you have identified who you really are.
The Committee on Infractions, by the way, hearing for Michigan is set for June 6th, 7th, so they can punish themselves all they want. We'll see what the punishment comes along. If that's enough, he might be suspended the first 4 games and miss Norman anyway.
Well, you saying that the NCAA might supersede the conviction
They might
that he imposed
on
himself.
to it,
He just met him at the door.
So in DP's situation, he's imposed a supersede. I'm not working at night. I'm not working after 5, and I'm definitely not working on weekends.
Right.
How can you supersede that?
You know, hey, listen, you got to go home for a minute.
You
got to go home, bro.
Listen, fastest 2 hours, hour 1 down. We'll see you guys in hour 2. We'll be right back. 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Cobble Chevrolet GMC, and they're having the biggest hail sale they've ever had. A huge opportunity is at your front door right now. Some of these cars we're fixing, some we're not, and some it's totally up to you. New Sierra starting at $15,000 off list. New Canyons at $8,500 off list. New body styles on the Acadias, $3,000 off list. You need to hurry as there's going to be a lot of people heading to Louisville. Check us out at cobblecars.com. Stock numbers G121492, G187747, and G196599.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Your new Total Wine in Lincoln has the largest selection of wines, spirits, and beers, plus totally low prices and friendly service from our helpful guides. With over 8,000 wines, 4,500 spirits, and 2,500 beers, you're sure to find your favorites and something new. You can even order delivery, in-store, or curbside pickup. Find what you love what you find, only at Total Wine and More. Now open in Lincoln next to Gateway Mall.
Drink responsibly, B21.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today. Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
Are you a fan of local wine, craft beer, cider, or spirits? Don't miss SIP Nebraska's 12th anniversary celebration May 9th and 10th at Mahoney State Park and join others who share your passion for great drinks. Enjoy unlimited tastings, live music, delicious food, artisans, and lawn games as you celebrate Nebraska's vibrant beverage industry. And when you find one you love, you can buy a bottle to take home. Choose your ticket package at sipnebraska.com. The SIP Nebraska Spring Festival, a Blur event, May 9th and 10th at Mahoney State Park in Ashland.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Get ready for the largest dirt late model event in Nebraska, race fans. The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is heading to Eagle Raceway's High Bank Heist on Thursday, May 15th through Saturday, May 17th. See the greatest dirt late model stars in the country compete for $10,000 to win on both Thursday and Friday, and an enormous $50,000 to win 75-lap main event on Saturday. The High Bank Heist, May 15th through May 17th at Eagle Raceway. For more info, visit eagleraceway.com. Let's go Lucas Oil Late Model Racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershan Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershan Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown.
Husker Hall of Famer Terrell Farley.
Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror, number 43.
And Jake Bockoven. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
Yes. It's the Captain Show, fastest 2 hours in radio. We are back. DP's in here. Bach is in here. Of course, I am the captain. Terrell Farley's taking the day off. Listen. I got to read this. I was so happy here. I want you guys to tell me who said this. I was so happy here. We went undefeated and didn't get a chance to win a championship, at least on the field. You are always striving to reach higher goals. I had always told myself I wasn't going to leave here unless there was a place that you can legitimately go and win a national championship. It was a tough decision because I didn't want to leave regardless of which place it was. Who was that?
Schneidley Whiplash?
Hold on, let me keep
You just said,
Indeed, Frost maintains he was always happy at UCF, but he also knew returning to Nebraska would make others happy too. I think I kind of knew that it wasn't the best for me, he said. It was what some other people wanted me to do to some degree. Wow. That's your beloved Scott Frost, by the way. So he said, no. I didn't want to go to Nebraska. They wanted me at Nebraska.
My name is Paul, and that's between you.
My name is Bennett, and I ain't in it.
I don't.
Help me understand that. Like the people that love to defend Scott Frost, and then he says this. I wonder, do you still defend him?
Who are those people?
I don't know.
Okay.
Who those people are.
Bach, are you one of those people?
It's tough to defend his coaching regime here at Nebraska.
BJ, are you one of those people?
No, I was just saying, keep your name out of our mouth. How about that?
Will Smith?
Keep your name out. No, wait. Keep my college team's name out your mouth, Scott Frost.
Okay, so for all of our creatives on the text line, I need for somebody to take the Will Smith meme and put Scott Frost on the end of it. Keep your name out your mouth.
Dang, man.
I don't understand what. Listen, you won.
Yes.
You won.
All the way around.
You won. You got your money.
Yep.
You left. Somebody else hired you. You get more money. You ain't got to look back. That's why your eyes are forward. You ain't got to look back. You don't have to see Nebraska ever.
I agree.
Unless you're looking for it.
I agree.
And that tell me you said that on purpose.
Yes, indeed. It got a little deeper, but I'm not going to give
don't
Scott.
Even talk about nobody he used to date.
He should.
No.
Bach don't want to talk about it. VJ, I know you. You a forward-looking dude.
Can't look back, man.
But he does, to a degree, have to explain to his ex-UCF why he left for his other ex, Nebraska.
His current ain't asking. His current, UCF knows they're not Nebraska.
They understand what it is.
They know. They know exactly what it was. But you know what? People that procure talent don't care. And they know that they will make more money there with him than without him. And that's fine. Do your thing.
Right.
But to me, that is unnecessary. My nephew says a thing. My goodness, that is very unserious.
Well, it's I liken it to getting caught gambling to the tune of $55,000 on college games, and you still get a job. That's what I say.
Because people don't, in truth. And I'm a member of the club. Look, my testimony is not that I've been perfect. So I can't even begin to walk that walk. But what I'll say to you is, I'm not going to go back and go, they did it. It was their fault.
Right.
Be accountable. If you did a thing, I did a thing. And you go through, I don't understand why you have to go back and bring up Nebraska.
That's the only thing I'm saying.
VJ, ask me about the last station I worked at.
What was the last station you worked at?
VJ, I'd rather focus on the ticket.
Yeah, I know, but what was the last station you worked at?
Well, I appreciate that. The ticket is where my attentions are. It's where my focus
But just
is.
for background purposes, where did you work
The
at?
background is I'm here and I'm doing this job at my best ability.
There you go.
My best ability. Simple biz. Got to go back.
When I was at Houston College State, that don't do anything.
No.
They don't do anything.
No.
But it does make you wonder, does he believe, when he came to Nebraska, he's basically implying that he didn't believe that they could win a championship. So if that is what you go into a job thinking, does that affect it? Or I mean, whether they could win a championship or not, win 6 games, win 7, 8, 9 games. He didn't even get that close.
Did he say anything that he said in this interview? Did he say it at any time that he was here?
No.
When he stood up at the stadium, and they introduced him, right? And everybody applauded, and the crowd got together. And all the times, here's what we know about if you're the head coach down there: you get a microphone and cameras anytime you want. You could go down there for all the days that count the number of days that he was here, and he could have at any point of those said, "Listen, here's the truth. Y'all deserve the truth, and I ain't really want to be here." Because if he said it now, it was true then. I'm going to repeat it again, one more again for you. If he said it now, it was true every day that he was
Absolutely.
here. Every day that he was here, he believed that. To the tune of millions of dollars, wasted careers, wasted money from boosters, wasted ticket purchases, wasted jerseys,
wasted scholarships,
wasted energy, wasted belief, the absolute abuse of a fan base, the abuse of and the trust of the community, all of that. If it was true, what he said was true recently, it was true when he first got here. Is that not fair?
All right, I think it's fair. I don't think he really believed it. If he could say that now, after the fact, when you had every opportunity to get this thing running in the right direction, there was not. That's just like Coach Rule. He's got an open checkbook to get it right. And that's in any category. You can hire as many coaches as you want to now. He can hire DP. He can hire Jay Foreman. Coach can hire anybody he wants to now and give him whatever he wants to. There is no where before it was, you still got your 10 full-time coaches, but I'm talking about the assistants and all those other guys, the guys that were doing the gambling in Iowa State, those guys.
Crowbait, I'm just going to applaud you for that meme. That is exceptional. That is an exceptional meme, and I am appreciative. That is spectacular. I mean, we're going to make the Big Ten adapt to us. Cupsker, you're funny. You're funny. Right?
That's what he said, though. That's what he said. Nothing they saying. That's what I'm saying. Coach Jimmy Ray, the great, late, great Jimmy Ray, offensive coordinator for Kansas City Chiefs, for Marty for a long time. He said he would give us these papers. Every day would come in, he'd hand them out. He wouldn't say a word. And you'd read the paper. And the one that stuck out to me that I still, to this day, give people, what you do speaks so loud, you never have to open up your mouth.
We know. And again, if you had said to me, I gave everything to Nebraska. I gave everything. It just didn't work. I
can respect that.
You know what? I'm smarter now than I was then. Right? The time away from Nebraska made me better. Right? I got to look back in retrospect. There are a lot of lessons that I missed along the way. That's what I'm bringing to UCF now. I'm bringing a smarter Scott Frost. I'm smarter now than I was when I went undefeated here.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead and get high, throw confetti. Like, hey, we can throw gold and black confetti. Go on, do your thing. Say what you say. But to go back and it was to throw salt at an existing wound.
Yeah.
Unnecessarily.
That you created.
It was 100% you.
Did he create it now?
It was 100% you. So I think, but again, I'm fascinated by Husker fans because the same love for the program, and this is why I keep leaning on Bach, to tell me, I need Bach to explain to me as a Husker fan, what is the legacy, right? What's the point? What do you want? Because would you be okay with not hearing from Scott Frost?
About Nebraska?
Right.
Yeah.
VJ?
Sure.
Right? Pretty simple. Do you think he's aware?
Probably.
No, he's probably.
Not for me.
Okay.
Now, you can't because the if you're a winner, winners win regardless of where they go.
True.
They find a way to win. They find a way to take the Vershan Jacksons of the world, the 3 stars, and convert them into who came in not playing. I did not play the position that I came in. Came in as a running back, came in as a linebacker. I left as a tight end. So in order to be able to see that vision to say, this 6-foot guy can help us win some games at tight end. Not only that, he's a pretty damn good leader too. We like to have him. We helped develop this dude. I'm not here to say that if Nebraska had not, if I had not played at Nebraska, we wouldn't have won the games. I'm not here to say that. But I will say this. I don't think we win the championship in 1997 if I'm not a captain. I mean that. And I'm only saying that to say that is you had the Grant Winstroms, you had the Jason Peters, you had the Aaron Taylors, you had the Vershan Jacksons, but then you had 150 other guys that was not being told to do the things that they were supposed to do by the coaches. That was done by us. We policed the locker room. So if Scott Frost, who he didn't destroy the program, but he destroyed his legacy at this school.
I don't think here's the more impressive thing from this, and this is kind of how my brain works, and it's different in some spaces. That how proud Nebraska fans can be of their program that he couldn't destroy it. Yeah, that's how strong Nebraska football and Husker Nation is. That's how powerful Husker power really is. That through all of the negative, all of the road bumps, the speed bumps, the potholes, the detours, the miscalculations, the bad reads, the bad decisions, all those things, that we currently sit in a space where the program has redirected itself. It's at a new level. It's at a different level than it was. So it didn't stay down. It got up. And it still can see its better self forward.
Yeah.
And up. That's how good Husker Nation is. And I'm not talking about the team. I'm not talking about the 2025 team. I'm talking about the program that is Nebraska football. I'm talking about Nebraska athletics, the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, state of Nebraska, fans everywhere. That in spite of the absolute train wreck, the tornado came through, had a big 15 on it, and it just blew through the state and made a mess. And once again, Nebraska
it had a 7 on it.
Nebraska, right? But Nebraska does what Nebraska does. And
Pick up the pieces.
You pick up the pieces, you rebuild it, you get to work, and you say, that's not who we are. That rubble is not who we are. That lower level is not who we are. We deserve better, and we're going to be better.
I hope Matt Rule gets figure out a way we can get UCF on the schedule. I think it'd be good.
I don't want that.
Disaster.
Why?
I don't want a week of having to deal with that.
Why?
Don't need them. That's your ex. I don't need to throw a party and invite my ex.
Have you ever got a chance to get revenge on your ex?
No, my revenge is marrying Becky.
No, my revenge ain't nothing. Wait. My revenge is beating the brakes off of you and leaving with Becky.
I won.
Okay?
I won.
No.
Nebraska's better.
No.
Let me say this. No matter what happens at UCF, Nebraska is still Nebraska. Nebraska is better. There's not one person, not one, who would trade being a Husker for a pod. Give UCF their best year ever. Fine. I'd still rather be a Husker. And I don't care.
I agree.
I'm perfectly. I've said this before. I'd be perfectly fine if I never have to say those two words together in a sentence ever again.
I still would love to see
I
would like to see us play. I think if Scott Frost is so smart and he keeps our name in his mouth, even though he went to another situation, even though we paid him $16 million, he got out of here like the Joker, like he was coming down the steps. I feel like this, since your mouth is so big, let's square up.
No, they don't.
Let's run the fade.
They don't
Let's square
deserve
up.
the opportunity to use Nebraska's power and legacy and money and resources.
Okay, since you put it that way.
Yeah, I'm not giving you.
Since you put it that way.
I'm not giving you nothing. What's the old Bach? What they say? For every beautiful woman, there's some dude just going really grateful that she's not his.
Right.
I work from that. Like, you go off, UCF. Go off.
I'd love to see it in a bowl game, but that would be a PR nightmare to schedule that. And if you lose that game, regardless of what,
Would you say it's a lose-lose situation?
Well, there's no
lose.
win in it.
No win
if
in
you
it.
beat them, you're supposed to.
Yeah.
If you lose,
oh my!
Yeah.
And remember, there was a narrative out there because you brought it up, and it always made me laugh that if Scott Frost couldn't fix the program, then no one could. And I think about a year and a half into Scott Frost's tenure, you're kind of thinking, I'm not so sure that this is the guy.
we good, Nebraska?
Who made that decision?
We sure. Again, I'm a member of the coach. I'll say it publicly that if I never have to talk about that coach ever again, in my life, in my sports talk life, I would be the happiest boy ever, ever, because it's so beneath what the mission of Nebraska is and what the purpose of Nebraska is. Yeah, we get to throw venom, and if you walk through, but tomatoes, if they were rotten, it would be okay.
See, do you think Coach Rule is, I don't want to say comparing, but do you think there's pressure to have a better record? Do you think that's even on the table?
I would think that, and I don't want to speak for Matt Rule, so I'll speak as a coach.
Sure.
That whenever I took over a program, I didn't care what the previous guy did. My standard was the new standard. Like, I don't have to look back. The worst things that ever happened to me in coaching was when I walked into a program that was struggling, and the previous coach left me notes on the players and said, "Let me give you the scouting report on these players," because never once has he been right. Never once has he given me good intel. You know why I had to replace them? Because they weren't good at their job. I was better at the job. I never went into a program and left it worse than I found it. Not once. So I never look back. I never go back and go, okay, because the dude told me, he goes, hey, this is your story. I told the story. The dude told me, he said, listen, this is your ace. This is your innings eater. This is your iron horse. And so much so that you didn't even got to try him out. Like, literally just take him and put him as your opening day starter, right? And I had one day with this team, VJ, one day before our first scrimmage. And we go out and we're playing the defending regional champions in the first scrimmage of the year. And I put this dude out there, and I like to go warm up my pitchers before they start. And I've got in my head, based on what this coach has told me, this dude we got in the bullpen to tell you the majority of pitches never reached me.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
Like, the ball's rolling down. We're taking infield. The ball's rolling down there. I'm like, I got a bucket. I'm just throwing him another ball.
Did he have an administrative dad?
Bruh. Listen, VJ.
The principal?
He didn't retire.
Athletic director?
He didn't retire a batter.
Science teacher?
A batter. And I went.
Defensive coordinator, son.
Right. Right. Like, and I just, and I'm looking at my assistant, and we looking at each other. Like, what are we doing? What are we supposed to do with this? And I can tell you, that team, we lost that scrimmage 31-1.
That's
we only
ridiculous.
played 4 innings because we couldn't throw strikes. We couldn't warm up. We couldn't catch the ball from each other. But VJ, this is the point, and don't miss the headline. That same team won its last 6 games in a row before I moved away from Virginia. Because it took me a while to figure out what we can't do. It took me a while to figure out what we could do. And then once I broke that down, how are we going to win games? And VJ, we won 6 in a row. And that was my last coaching job in the state of Virginia. So
And
I don't care what Matt Rule ain't looking at Scott Frost.
Yeah.
Matt Rule has Matt Rule's own record that he has to be.
Got you.
And I think it would have been fascinating if, like, post Pelini, he would have got a big job. I think there would have been a lot of comparison. There's not one person, I think, left in the state that said, I think Scott just needed a little more time. I think that was the problem. So I don't think that there would necessarily be. He can go 12-0 at UCF. We don't wonder what he would do at Nebraska. We know what he did at Nebraska.
Don't care. We got proof.
Yeah.
All right, get us out of here, Bob.
All right, you listen to the Captain here on 93.7 The Ticket with the 3-time national champ Vershan Jackson, normally Trail Farley, DP the Boss Man, in today, and myself, Jake Bockoven. We'll be back after this.
Put lawn irrigation on automatic. Think Judson Irrigation for worry-free service to Lincoln homeowners and business community. Judson Irrigation will turn on your sprinkler system in the spring, repair or redesign as needed, and turn it off in the fall. For service to orphan sprinklers, remember Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Get ready for the largest dirt late model event in Nebraska, race fans. The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is heading to Eagle Raceway's High Bank Heist on Thursday, May 15th through Saturday, May 17th. See the greatest dirt late model stars in the country compete for $10,000 to win on both Thursday and Friday, and an enormous $50,000 to win 75-lap main event on Saturday. The High Bank Heist, May 15th through May 17th at Eagle Raceway. For more info, visit eagleraceway.com. Let's go Lucas Oil Late Model Racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street.
Out here on Nebraska's calm, welcoming waters, fishing is a breeze. It's the sweet spot where solo anglers find quiet before the catch, families reel in memories, and first-timers discover what makes fishing so special. From the Panhandle to the Platte, the best fishing happens here, beneath Nebraska skies. Get started at letsfishnebraska.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association in this station.
This is it, Husker fans, your final chance to see Nebraska baseball at home this season. It starts Tuesday, May 6th with a huge rivalry matchup against Creighton. Then it's a Big Ten showdown as the Huskers host Michigan May 9th through 11th. Every game matters and your support can make the difference. Great seats are still available, but they're going fast. Get your tickets today at huskers.com/tickets or by calling 1-800-8-BIG-RED.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Vershan Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
Back with Vershan Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Chill. 93.7 The Ticket Captain Show. Listen, 2312 says, I might have given him one more week to lower that buyout.
Yeah, he did deserve more time.
Man,
one more week.
Just one more beat down by Oklahoma.
Which was going to happen.
Which was going to happen regardless.
Which was going to happen.
And they gave that to Mickey here. Mickey, you hold on to this whooping. Here, hold that for us.
Well, this is why I always... to say that you didn't trust the system enough for it to play out the right way. Nearsightedness versus farsightedness. Nearsightedness cost them millions of dollars. Millions of dollars because of nearsight. That we need to do this now. The urgency was there, but you could have done that. If that was the decision, then tell me what the difference in 3-8 versus 2-9. Was it worth $17 million? Because that's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
It was the last time I ever thought twice about the money they had over there. They literally did not matter to wait a week,
right?
For $7 million.
And was there ever an answer provided?
No.
Text line, help us out. Was there anybody on the text line who was satisfied with the explanation of why that decision was made? And by whom?
Yeah, who was that decision made by? Is that a Trev Alberts?
I don't. Here's again, my thing in this is that I don't have to have all the answers, but we do need to get to the right question, right? And so I asked the question: How does that happen? Who allowed that to happen? Because if you haven't identified why it was okay and who made the decision, those things are still left to exist in that space.
Okay. So it could happen again.
If I go to a restaurant and I order meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and green beans, but what comes out is a Salisbury steak with some. The person that I gave the order to then has, hey, ma'am, excuse me, this is not what I ordered and it's not good. Can you tell me? She knows to go to the back and get chef and explain, hey, Bob, come on out here and explain to me why you thought Salisbury steak was the same as meatloaf.
How you going to explain that, Bob?
Right? And to make sure that
explain your way out of that one.
Because if I'm coming back, I'm going, I'm expecting it. I'm going to order it again because it's my favorite dish. Hey, Bob. Hey, man, I'm going to order this meatloaf and mashed potatoes. You said it's grandma's mashed potato, meatloaf and mashed potatoes. VJ, you know what grandma's mashed potato and meatloaf plate look like? And they sent it out again. I got to go to the kitchen manager. I got to go to the GM. I got to go to the owner of the restaurant. Hey, bro, you lying to me. You even know how to make meatloaf? BJ. Hey, man, I mean, who
That's a great analogy, by the way. You know.
No, what are you doing?
I'm just That's a great analogy, man. I mean, what can you say to that at that point?
I just want to. I like things explained.
What are you gonna say?
Explain. It's my favorite. My uncle used to say it all the time. Explain this to me like I'm a 10-year-old. Why was it okay to waste $17 million? And who okayed?
Well, it was. I've always argued. I was on air at the time, and I kind of kept it quiet. But that you bring him back for 3-9 from a 3-9 season, and then he starts off with a 3-9 start. And then you get mad, then you fire him.
Take him to to church, Bob. Take him to church, Reverend Bob.
What was the 5th year? Like, what was that all about? And
what was the raise? Is that what you're talking about? The raise that they gave him?
Well, just keep in mind.
You remember the raise, right? You remember the raise?
The extension.
The extension.
Yeah.
And then it was, we're going to take some money away from him.
But remember, too, the whole idea was, and listen, you get brought in Mickey Joseph. We got a chance to see him play it out. Wasn't as bad as 2017 when we knew the writing on the wall in September and Mike Riley kind of sat and played it out. So there was that. But it was just also like Frost was hired for his offensive acumen, right? I mean, that's what got him the job. That's what put him through stuff. And then the 5th year was not only, we'll give you another year, but we're going to take you away from what got you the job, away from what's made you successful in football, make you a CEO, see if you won't go sliding down Memorial Stadium steps. And it's just an awful plan from the beginning. And it got worse as the non-con kept going.
Bob just murdered. There are drivers driving down the road on O Street, just leaning against the window. Yeah, look, a couple of people grabbed a cigarette.
Well, now that it's okay to bash crowds, that 5th year of Scott was off. That was a terrible decision.
Oh, boy. 5th year Frost was special.
Oh, that was a terrible decision, man. It was all a setup. It was all a dream.
Okay, but Bach said a thing that fascinates me, VJ, that Frost was fired for his offensive acumen.
Was he?
Well, I mean, he was hired. That's what he was brought in for. That's what got him the job, is what I mean.
But I think he got fired because of you didn't figure out how to win games. You couldn't retain your own players that you wouldn't recruit. I go get you, DP, I need you. I go talk to Mama DP, the Daddy DP, Becca DP. Look, I need DP. I need him. I'm gonna invest in him. And then you get here, and then I'd be like, DP, who are you? Matter of fact, I'm gonna change your name to Sucker. Then before you know it, you leave. What does that say about me?
Says you invested 18 months of resources and got no turnover.
Got nothing back in results. And that, to me, was his biggest problem.
So it's my feeling, and for the people not on the stream, I'm putting this in air quotes. My feeling and my hope is that the lessons learned, we always talk about winning, and you either win or learn, never lose. For Nebraska to be what we hope that it is and want for it to be, that this athletic department, program, coaching staff, players, community is smarter now than we were 4 years ago, 5 years ago. And that we've learned from those lessons, mistakes past, lessons learned, and we just vow collectively, all of us, to never accept that again. Is that a fair thing? Am I dreaming? Am I wrong for aspiring to that or otherwise?
No, I think you're right. I think you have to. If we don't aspire to be great, we're going to always be mediocre. So if you keep on putting up this same rhetoric as if we're okay, I'm okay, you're okay, we're okay, we're just trying to get through, you're never going to put the pressure on yourself to become great. Period, point blank in the discussion. How about this one? Mm-hmm. Nebraska Athletic Director Troy Dannon has been named to the College Football Playoff Selection Committee. How does that help us?
I like that.
What's the Hamilton song? To be in the room where it happens.
At least you in the room.
At least you're in the room.
You in the room.
Because, hey, there are times when Nebraska fans didn't feel like they were represented.
True.
Or heard or considered or respected. Right? Because we know that there's some times where they went, man, what you doing standing out here? Like you trying to get in the restaurant.
I mean,
man,
I thought it was pretty doggone good that he was being able to get that. But to me, it's a precursor that we just may make the playoff this year.
Well, I mean, I think it shows there's a level of respect for him out there, which I think is good. And kind of that helps raise your name in that community. The other thing is, to your guys' exact point, remember North Carolina this last year on the selection committee? Seemed to get a favor because they had, the lead of the selection committee. It could come in handy.
That's all I'm saying.
But he's been there before. remember before he got here, UW was at the dance.
Yes, they were.
Matter of fact, he wore the pretty Gators.
They were.
He wore the pretty Gators they knew him.
I didn't think about
He
that.
knew the code to the hotel room.
Well, and here's the thing
his
about
card went to all the floors.
the thing I like about Troy is he's personable. You can talk to him. I mean, during the Husker games, me and him stood on the sideline with his son and his son's buddies. We was there. We probably spent an hour together, total time. And it didn't seem like that was the athletic director. It just seemed like he was someone who was very, very importantly watching to see this program do well.
I have had more conversations in the months that he has been here than I had with Trev in the years.
See?
I've had more conversation with Troy Dannon. And knowledge is knowing. It's built, the word is built that way. It's knowing. I don't have to guess, assume, or otherwise. I know that as a human being, he is thoughtful enough about the process to offer me his hand and have a conversation with me simply because that's what good people do. Doesn't owe me thing. He didn't have to go in there and through any of this stuff, right? We didn't have to do no dances, right? It didn't require, he wasn't reactive. He was proactive. Hey man, let me offer you my hand. Maybe we can be allies.
But that's the part. This is the part that throws me for a loop. You would think the guys that played the game would have more of that type of mentality than the guys, when I say played the game, I mean played at the University of Nebraska. Troy Dannon didn't play here. Matt Rule didn't play here. Some of these other guys who to me are more entrapped in the Nebraska and what that means to be a Nebraska coach than guys who played and starred at the university and got an opportunity to coach and be an athletic director. And as 7826 says, Trev and Scott were boys. He looked out for his homie, knowing that they both were going to bounce.
Isn't that? But that's the saddest thing ever. That if you don't love your home enough to be respectful of it, that I had to learn that thing, that I wasn't going to represent the Commanders because they weren't representing me or themselves at the best level. But I was never the reason why they weren't working at their best level. Mm-hmm. It wasn't my fault that you were terrible, a terrible organization doing terrible things to terrible people. Two of your finest should have held Nebraska high. That's what the code says. Hold it high. Those are two leaders in the program, two legends in the program. And that's the part, to me, as an outsider looking in, that's the part that hurt the most, is that it's the people closest to you that have a greater understanding of you that hurt you the most. That is a sad, sad statement of affairs. And that's who Nebraska was.
Didn't you say, I don't know if this was a year or two ago, but people are using Nebraska as a stepping stone to go other places?
There are people that
Something
have done
like that.
People that have done that. And here's Bach and I were having the conversation during the break that since I've been in Lincoln and the things that we've done here at the Ticket and the things I've done while I've been here in Lincoln, there are people in the same conference who said, DP, come do this for us. We will pay you a ridiculous amount of money to do for us what you've done at Nebraska. And I have to correct them and say, I did this in Nebraska, not at Nebraska. There's a difference.
There is a big difference.
There's a difference. But I said that money can't be the reason. I have to care. And I care about Nebraska having success. I care about Nebraska having the best things. I'm going to stay here and grow with Nebraska. Not everybody works that way. Not everybody wants that. Not everybody wants it. I can tell you, there's some folks on the West Coast that got real good money. DP, look, we'll pay you in advance. Come do. No, I'm cool. I'm cool where I'm at. and I'm going to watch them grow, and then we'll watch it grow here.
Well, you heard it, guys. Drumstick, Bubba, Corey and Lincoln, 2312, John and Cortland, WIB, Bill and Bennett, Dave Renew.
Drumstick, you feeling some kind of way?
He feeling some type of way.
He asked us to talk NBA.
Captain Obvious.
Boy, oh my goodness.
What is going on in the NBA? Bach could have to tell you that, and we know Terrell don't know because Lakers are gone in 5. Lakers are gone in 5. 93.7 The Ticket, last segment coming up. We'll be right back.
Big news from your Nebraska lottery. Mega Millions is now more mega than ever. First off, a new multiplier is built into the game. Plus, there are now bigger jackpots, better odds, and prizes start at $10. So don't miss out on these fantastic enhancements. Visit your favorite Nebraska lottery retailer today and play Mega Millions with the new built-in multiplier, bigger jackpots, better odds, and prizes starting at $10. Drawings Tuesdays and Fridays. $5 Mega Millions top prize odds, 1 in 290 million.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Lincoln's new craft cocktail lounge is Bar 48 in Lincoln. Located at 2639 North 48th Street, Bar 48 offers everything from cocktails to beer to wine and so much more. With summer right around the corner, you can always enjoy Bar 48's frozen beverages. Follow them on Facebook to stay up to date on their live music performances every Saturday night. Make plans to visit Bar 48 on North 48th Street in the heart of the University Place neighborhood today.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at PAHLincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends. The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today. Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Vershan Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Back with Vershan Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Yeah, fastest 2 hours, man. Me and DP, it might have felt like 15 minutes. I've been saying that's sometimes what happens when we get in here and get it going. I remember the first time we was here for 30 minutes and he was out of here, and here we are 4 years later, right back at it, doing the same things, man. Hopefully we can. Hopefully, seriously though, it'd be nice to partner up with the University of Nebraska and definitely be a part of that. I think that'd be great.
We're right down the street.
I really do.
Right down the road.
And a lot of people listen to us.
Well, here's my thing. If there are sports that aren't aired, we could do that.
Mm.
They're in this day and age, right? Ticket 2 is coming. Ticket 2 is coming. Voices that matter. Everybody get a shot. Got a nonprofit. You're a student athlete. You want to get some extra runs, some extra bump. You assistant coach, right? You trying to be a head coach somewhere else? You need to come down here and get your interviews straight. Get your resume up. Oh, we can do all that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then in the end, there'll be some. I'm still working on, you know what I'm working on? I'm working on an NFL fan super show that we will pick 4 super fans.
To be the host.
Just to come in here. Like, I'm going to give them the Bach, though. I'm going to give them the Bach. I give them the Bach.
You ain't going to turn them loose.
No, sir.
Yeah, go ahead up to that. Go do whatever you guys want.
No, sir. But like to find out, like, we need a Cowboys fan. You need a Vikings fan, a Bears fan, a Broncos fan.
Chiefs fan.
Right, Chiefs, right? And depending on we'll draw a raffle, right? And say, okay, our 4 super fans get to come in here and break down the NFL that week. We can put it right on Ticket 2.
That'd be sweet. And we'll be breaking games down on Ticket 2.
Yes, sir.
See,
sir.
You gave me a caveat with that.
Yeah, right.
I love to break the games down.
But we're also good. Ticket 2 is going to be the crossover.
Oh, nice.
The real crossover. Because imagine me and Simple. Jay and Jake. Vershan and Carricker. We're going to cross it over.
Yeah.
Bach and Austin. We're going to cross it over. It's about to go down. Ticket 2. Tell your friends.
I mean, you probably should. Listen, I was going to give you one more little nugget before we got out of here. DP, let me see if I can find it real quick.
You know what you need. You need some Luke.
You don't got to load it. You don't got to load it.
Oh, wait a minute.
You don't got to load it.
You don't know me very well.
You don't have it loaded where Bach can play it.
No. I didn't load it, but
you got to load it where we can just get it going. See? Can you really hear it? Turn it up. Turn it. That's what we do here. That's what we do here at 93.7 Ticket. It's just a different flow. Sometimes we got to catch the music and get jiggy with it.
It is the silliest thing. It usually pops up for like Thanksgiving. Somebody will find there's like a woman in a church, in a black church, and somebody puts this behind her catching the spear.
Oh, nice.
Right. and it's just funny. But I'm going to post. I recorded for Sean Friday. I'll send it to Bach so he can share. Because there is a universal response that people of rhythm have when
they hear a song.
So Bach, do this. Go to YouTube, and it's Uncle Luke Scarred.
Yeah, clean version.
Right? There's a clean version.
You want the clean.
but it's just the video. Strick hit it hard.
I know he did.
Strick
Everybody
hit
does.
it hard. And at some point, I kind of want to see what Bach does to it.
That'd be a good one.
Right?
I would like to see what Bach
I
does.
don't have a whole lot of dance moves. But.
I think Jake may move a little bit. Did you do it with Jake Sorensen?
Jake is not the dancer. I would imagine that of the crew, Austin is probably.
Maybe. I don't know.
Probably.
He might not know that song, though. That song might not move him the way it would move a Jake. Jake's at least in his 30s.
Well, melanin moves you different.
Yeah, I guess you got a point there. Hey, before you play a song, how about, man, shout out to The Fight Is On, September 12th.
12th or 13th?
12th.
Okay.
It's the 12th.
Okay.
Canelo.
Good. Leading up to it, folks, that didn't go well.
And I think that might be the guy he fought danced the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the difference. Bud is going to dance like that. He's just going to touch him up.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to touch him up. So I think that'll be a good time.
It is a super fight.
It is. Can we
can ask. Bach, go ahead.
Is this it?
Get strict.
Knock on the window.
Knock on the window. Get strict.
Strickland. Earth calling Eric Strickland right quick.
Strick in here.
Hold on.
I know it's
radio,
radio,
strict.
and we just gonna get.
We're gonna get strict. DP going off the meat
We're
rafters
gonna get
today.
his reaction.
We're gonna get.
All right,
go ahead and put the headphones on, Strick. You need some headphones?
Yeah.
Here you go, Strick. Come on, Strickland.
We just need.
Come on, Strick.
We need the Strick.
One of Nebraska's biggest time legends ever to put the pads, basketball, any type of leather,
and we just need
ball.
Your reaction to it.
He's good at it.
Bach, go ahead and give it to him.
You can't hear nothing?
Yeah, you go.
Oh my goodness gracious! So good. We got you right there.
That was it. That was it, man. We couldn't do it real good. We can't. He start stuff and he finish stuff and then he get up and leave. That's how I'm about to do. 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Cosby Show. Fastest 2 hours in radio. Guess who's up? Stricky Strick and Austin. They gonna come lay it down for y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Make plans to join 93.7 The Ticket and the Amon Green Foundation for the first annual Nebraska Esports Golf Tournament on Monday, June 9th at Wilderness Ridge. It's a four-man scramble starting at 11 a.m. that will feature former Husker greats, including Amon Green, Johnny Rogers, Niles Paul, Tony Davis, Adam Carricker, Vershan Jackson, and more, with great prizes and great golf. Sponsorships are also available. Email Jake at theticketfm.com for more questions or sign your team up online at theticketfm.com. Early bird registration goes through April 20th, and overall registration goes through May 30th.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your question